And we're back. Episode 6, Step Right Up Podcast. I'm joined here with my good friend, Chris Moll. He's my photographer, and here lately been pounding my Instagram maybe a little bit too much. But how's it going, me?
Oh man, I'm tired.
Tired?
Yeah, I'm tired a little bit. I've been doing a lot of stuff and trying to just create content, which is fun, but a lot of work for sure. How you doing?
Man, I'm always doing good.
Yeah.
This is my laid back time. All during the week I'm always drawing and stuff. This is the fun stuff.
I know, right? This is the fun stuff. But yeah, the tattoo is healing.
Yeah. Yeah, for those who didn't know, I touched up a little not so good tattoo and made it really good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if you have me on Instagram, you probably saw it. But it's in that peeling phase right now. And we did your knuckles, huh?
Yep, the knuckles are fine.
Are you gonna keep them plain? Are you gonna shade them?
Maybe shade them too in the future, but I really wanna get into like my whole finger. I don't know, just some crazy stuff,
Just color all down your fingers.
Mm-hmm. Like
there's a guy named Brandon. We call him Big Brandon. We did like a skull, like a skeleton hand.
Mm-hmm.
Shit didn't hold. But he's also a plumber, and his hands are like crocodile skin. So we did it. I think we did his hands like 3 or 4 times, black, like grinding this fucking black in his hand, and it still looks like garbage. Like just on the sides, like you can kind of see where it's there, but like he works with his hands so much, it just like his hand is literally like one big callus. It looks like just from like working with his hands and shit. But yeah, we can color him.
Mm-hmm.
You might.
To be honest with you, I think how I like the darker sleeve or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think definitely some color, since you did that color really like. I think
Did I switch you to the dark side, or from the dark side to
from
the
the
color
dark
side?
to the color side? Exactly.
Yeah, man. When the color's done right, man, it looks good.
Exactly.
You just got to work with your contrast and colors and stuff. Push it to the top.
Yeah, you did amazing. It was crazy.
And you got that nice olive skin too, so everything looks good on you.
That's that tennis player.
Is that tennis player skin?
Mm-hmm. That's the tennis player skin.
All right. Well, for those who don't know you, let's get into your story, homie.
Okay, my story.
Where'd you grow up? Where did the Chris story begin?
The Chris story begins. I was a small, little, Asian kid in the Philippines, and I lived there for about 12 years before I came over here. I was 12, and yeah, the Philippines is amazing.
You like it?
Yes, I do like it, but it is a very poor country. Right. So there's a lot of places that doesn't look pretty.
Right.
And we want to help those people. We were at a church community too, and it was really cool just trying to get the ministry going and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But it was tough, definitely. And I was always in mission trips with them, so I would literally visit tribes where they don't even have clothes, like little kids and stuff.
And this is why you were at the Philippines? Mm-hmm. You were still living in the Philippines?
Yeah, because my mom was a missionary, so we traveled everywhere in the Philippines,
Oh, cool.
And she was also a teacher, and very, very intelligent woman. My mom was very intelligent, and she just loves helping people, and that's how I grew up. Literally, I grew up in the church, and it was awesome. I would always travel with my mom, always with the church and everything. We'd always do church trips, and that was literally the first 12 years of my life.
What about your dad?
My dad, he was here in the U.S.
Yeah,
so
I thought you told me that he was.
exactly. So like, I only saw my dad, like, he would come back, like, probably like 6 months out of the time every time he comes back, but like, probably he did that like 4 times or something.
What was he doing over here?
He was working.
Working?
He had a good job here. It was like an office job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I don't even know what it was, but definitely an office job. He had a good job. That's why he was here. And my mom had a career in the Philippines. Like right when she got out of college, she became a professor, and she was already taking masters in the University of Philippines also. Mm-hmm. So like the school just let her teach and stuff, and she had a great career. And like she was working with like she actually tutored celebrities, daughters and sons and stuff.
That's tight.
In the Philippines, like a little gig like that. Like she got that stuff, and she worked with special needs while she was pregnant with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what my mom. That's why like they weren't together because they had like their own careers and everything. Right. And my dad's family moved to the U.S. from the Philippines, so like my mom couldn't really go yet, but my dad came back to marry my mom, and it was very romantic. But yeah,
what a stud.
I know, right? And literally they had a long 17 years long distance relationship.
Dang, that's
which is crazy. And they literally fought and like just stuck it out and like really disciplined and all that stuff. They did it, which makes their relationship so much stronger now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like,
so what got her to move? When did you move? What was the stipulations behind that?
It was actually me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I was a troublemaker.
Troublemaker?
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah, when I was a kid, because I was spoiled. I was one of those kids that can get anything also, and literally I went to a private school. Like I went to from first grade to like actually from preschool to like 6th grade. I went to private schools and like a Baptist though, but they disciplined you like crazy. But it was fine. But like I was very spoiled, so like I got in trouble a lot. It was very bad.
Just mischievous stuff.
Yep, very very bad stuff that can. I don't want to go deep into that, but
I won't go deep into
it. Because of me, we moved, and of course, my mom wanted to be with my dad. Like, of course, like we wanted our family to be together. So that's like obviously the main reason. One of the little reasons, like 70% because I was a troublemaker.
60% or 60% you, 40% family.
Maybe 70% family.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, and I got here, and it was literally November, so it was getting colder.
Where'd y'all move to?
So we went to California. We moved to California first. Okay. We were in the Bay Area because that's where my whole family lived for literally like 20 years. So, my dad decided to move to Colorado because Colorado was way cheaper, obviously, than the Bay Area. Because we lived
especially
in Alameda.
Back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, back then Colorado was
pre-marijuana.
Awesome. I know exactly, and we finally decided to move here. It was November, and man, it was crazy. It was cold and altitude,
Right.
It's just the air. It's just, horrible. Like literally, Philippines is by the equator.
Right.
So, yeah, we're down there. So
you went to the Bay Area and it was cold then?
Yeah, in the Bay Area it was cold.
I've never been to California, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bay Area is cold, and then when we moved here, it was way colder. It was also November. Like we literally just moved. Like we were just.
So how old were you when you moved? Oh,
we just stayed there for like because my uncle still had a place there, and my dad was deciding whether he wanted to stay there or move to Colorado. So we had a choice, and
I got you.
We literally just chose Colorado, and we live at my auntie's house for a little bit. And it was an awesome experience. That was also November, so it was.
Was Auntie that cool lady that you were talking to the other day when I was tattooing your hand?
It was
different Auntie.
Different Auntie. Yeah, I mean, they're all cool. They're very cool. They're like all people person also, but they're very very strict. They're very cultured. So like you have to do the, I mean like you have to follow, like, the way you eat. It got to be proper. You know, it got to be right. So
Right.
that's not.
I think we kind of got into that. I told you that when I used to hang out with my little Vietnamese friends.
Oh yeah.
When I'd go over to their house, like their grandparents were like, I didn't even know what I was saying. They were just like, "Hey, you gotta say this when you walk in there." It's kind of like a hi in a respectful way. And then when they would like eat and stuff, there's like, you know, like little certain things, just like little things here and there that was just different than obviously the way I grew up. But they're like just that culture, just like super respectful of what they were doing and stuff.
Did you have to take off your shoes?
Yes. At the front door, dog. There's just a pile of freaking shoes there.
That's pretty crazy.
But their food is amazing.
Yeah, the food.
Man, they introduced me to fish sauce. Like there's like these little squids. You dip it in this fish sauce, and he told me, he's like, dude, this shit's good, but don't eat it when you go on a date because it reeks.
Next time I have to bring you banana ketchup.
Banana ketchup?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you the spicy. You like spicy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you the spicy one too.
You gotta make sure it's gluten free.
Oh yeah, huh?
Can't be having no MSG or gluten in it, or just wheat.
No bueno.
Yeah.
No,
I might have a panic attack. Even it caused me to go into a panic attack from eating something outside the norm.
That's not good.
So, moved to Denver.
Yes.
12 years old.
Yep.
What's happening now? Are you still a shit? Or are you getting any better?
Nope. It's actually getting worse. I'm going deeper in the darkness. No, that's hilarious. But actually, yeah. I just got my job. I told you like a couple weeks ago, trying to get that dream going. You know, trying to help people. You know, and it's so awesome that, you know, we're helping each other, and that's like one of my dream. You know, just helping people, and just like, you know, making content for people, making people happy. You know, I want to see smiles and all that stuff, and just spread positive vibes. And like, that's my dream, you know. And like, little by little, I'm finally getting there, you know. And it started with, you're one of the first person that, you know.
Yeah, we ended off pretty good though, because you were just a bystander with Kevin.
And no, it's crazy. That's so crazy. And like, it's crazy how we just, man, you're just so awesome, you know. Like, you're just so awesome.
No, we just hit it off pretty good.
Yeah,
you're just like a down to earth kind of dude. So I respect that.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
So yeah, it was good.
But yeah, the dream is definitely, you know, just making content, good content, just positive content, and just show people that, you know, dreams can come true. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm working on for sure.
So what you doing? What you doing specific? Or can you get into specifics as far as like what you've been working on, like probably the last couple of weeks or so?
Okay,
since you quit your job.
Oh yeah, because so right now I am working with with a couple rappers and doing their photography for them, and I've been kind of like helping them direct a music video also, and it's been a busy week, you know. But definitely I'm getting the camera next week. Yeah, I think I'm getting the camera Friday or Saturday. So because my mentor is cleaning it and all that stuff. Right. So once I get that.
Do you know what kind of camera you're getting?
I am getting the Canon 5D Mark II. Woo.
Is it good?
It's very, very good.
I mean,
it's old, but it's still good.
The only reason I know what this camera is because I asked the guy, like, hey, what camera should I get?
Like, literally, like, my mentor, I was like, hey, you know, I can give you a percentage, you know, if you for letting me use this and all that stuff. And he was like, Chris, don't worry about it. I know you're a good photographer. You know, you got this. You take care of my stuff. Just wear this strap. I was like, you know, I always wear the strap. I don't really wear this strap, but no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's awesome. Like, a lot of, you know, people investing too, and in me, and it means a lot. You know, like, people are helping me, because like, it's just, that's what we're here for, right? We're supposed to help each other. We're supposed to be a community, and that's the goal too. Like, you know, I mean, that would be awesome if literally just like a group of people are just like home, you know, just like a community, like we all help each other. Like, that's definitely one of the goals too. Right. You know.
So do you want to plug your rapper friends?
Wait, what?
Or no? Who you're working with? Do you want to say who they are, or is that a no-no?
I don't know if it's allowed, because like, it depends on their contract.
Right. Well, one of them you knew already, didn't you? At least.
Yeah.
He was a friend of yours, huh?
He was a friend of mine. I grew up. Well, I didn't really grow up with him. He kind of came in my life because one of my neighbors who I grew up with is way younger than I, and he was good friends with him, and I was like a big brother to them. So like, I've known him for years, at least like 7-8 years. So it's been a long time. So yeah, I mean, he's talented. He's crazy. I'm literally when I'm with him, I'll be up to like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. just creating content or just doing whatever. Yeah.
Living that lifestyle.
I don't want to, that lifestyle, which just sucks. But the lifestyle sucks like that. It's not healthy. It's definitely not healthy.
Burning that candle at both ends.
I'd rather be practicing Rainbow Six Siege than.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, you're still pro, huh?
Yes, a little bit. I took a break and I'm on free agent right now, and I'm not accepting any contracts.
So you're pro for Rainbow Six Siege, correct?
Yep. I do play pro league I used to play for Titan, but there was a lot of drama. I was in already, but the leader just didn't want to do crap, and he picked favorites. And obviously I was one of the favorites, but I didn't think it was fair that he was picking, people. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And I just didn't like that. So they didn't like that. They didn't like that.
Right.
So it didn't work out.
So obviously I know the story, but everybody who's listening doesn't know the story. Tell them how you got hooked up with that. Because I asked you, I was like, how the hell did you get become a pro?
It's literally so I was traveling, I was hotel hopping, and I was at a hotel, and I literally had my gaming monitors like 22 inches, and I just set it up on the bed, and it was like late at night. I was already playing rank, and one of the guys invited me, and this is my future captain, but he invited me, and he was like, hey man, I haven't played with you in a long time, and I didn't remember him.
But at the time you didn't know who he was at the time.
Who is this guy? Like he hasn't played with me, like weird. But when we started playing, I started remembering I met him like after I got back from Europe, when I backpacked for a month. I met him when I started like playing at the apartment again, and yeah, that's when like literally we won like 10 games in a row or something, just me and him. We were just duo queuing, and it was crazy. And he's really good, and that's when I was like, oh, I remember you. Your name's Randy. He was like, yes, I know. Yeah, you're Chris. I was like, yes. And he was like, I'm in a pro league, and would like to have you try it out. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm that player. He was like, well, you're growing, you're getting better from last time I played with you. You grew. And I was like, man, I haven't even played for a long time, And he was like, yeah, try out, and had like three sets of tryouts. And then
what do you do on a tryout? Like what goes into that?
So we do a scrim. So we do normally a scrimmage with another team.
Okay.
So we had 3 scrimmage. They were getting ready for a scrimmage, and one of their players, he couldn't play for some reason. I didn't want to get into that stuff, but excuse me.
No, you're fine.
This is soda. But I was like the substitute.
Okay.
So they were trying me out. And my first game, literally, I top frag. In the top 3, I was top 2. And they were just like, who is this guy? What I mean? And I was just like, oh my God, like, who am I? Like, what is going on? I was like so focused. I was in my A game. Everything was just hitting. I was, because Rainbow Six is all about timing also. Like, you just have to, like, feel it. You just have to know the map. You just have to know every corner. Like, you have to kind of, like, read the map, like, kind of, like, know where they're going to be, where they're peaking, and kind of just pre-fire that, and you have to know all that stuff. And it's just a stressful game also, but I just had a good game, and they were like, okay, because we had our top fraggers. I mean, he's he's 17 years old. This kid is 30. He's very cocky. A lot of gamers are very cocky, crazy good, and this guy literally top frags all the time. And for me to be right next to him, he was just like, dang, who is this guy? I was just like, I don't know, who am I? Like, I'm just a rookie, I guess. And then I passed the scrim, and they finally decided to pick me up, and that's how it started.
So how long were you on that team?
I was in part of Eagle 6 for 3 months.
Okay.
3 months until my captain kind of he was like, "Hey, I'm getting traded. You want to come with me?" I was like, "Okay, cool." And then we played for Titan, and we were there for a while. And Titan is just
Like
too
years
much drama.
while?
Not really. Like a while is like, like maybe 6 months.
6 months, like half a year?
Yeah, well, that's because we were still feeling it out,
Right.
like it's hard to build chemistry with these folks, man, because like they're very, very they very prideful. Like not a lot of them
They're all assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say it for you.
And I'm the nicest guy too, and I'm just like, guys, like chill, like, and yeah, they get to argue, like they're just, they don't. If we just really like love each other or something, like we actually like care about each other, I think our team would have been like killing it because we actually work together. You know what I mean? But everybody just wants to be the top, I guess,
Right.
and I'm just like, okay, do whatever. Because like I played support and anchor, so support. For attack, I normally just go with like the hard breacher and stuff, and like do some using our utilities to kind of like take out enemy equipment and all that stuff. So that's me, and I'm not really like Penny is the guy that goes in by himself and tries to kill
exactly.
roamers and everything because he's good at that. Me, I'm just a guy that literally chills in the corner, and then when I'm ready to go, I go, because everything's about timing.
Right.
Everything just gotta be right, or else one literally misstep, the whole rhythm can switch, and the whole rhythm can like F you up. Like you might like lose everything, and everything can go to shit in like 2 seconds,
Right.
and you'll be the only person alive. You know what I mean? Like that's how this game works, which is horrible.
So what's the schedule of somebody who's pro playing? You practice all the time?
Okay, so remember after we got you done my session with the tattoo, I hit up a party. I had to practice from I think it was 12:45 a.m. and we played until 6 a.m. I went to bed at 7. I had to wake up at 10 a.m. They started. Yeah, but sometimes when I was just doing like, because I was when I was traveling, I was making good money. I worked for Aspen and everything, and I would have a day just practice, and it would be 18 hours of practice. Yes.
That's a long time on the PC.
That's a long. Yeah, exactly.
Are you playing console or PC?
Well, I play both, but right now it's console.
Console?
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, I used to play Dota, nothing professionally, by no means, but I was pretty addicted to it. You probably ask Hannah. I don't know where she went. But, yeah, that's some long sessions for 18 hours at a pop.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still pursuing it, huh?
Well, not really. Just having
just
fun. It's more like I get done with, what I need to get done for the day, for, whatever content I need to create. And then it's like more like to kind of like maybe mess with my brain, if I want, the game to like kind of stress me out, maybe I guess, to test me, then.
But you still enjoy playing. You're just super serious.
I love how each round is different. Like literally anything can happen. I just love how you have to think how how you move, how you push in. Like I just love how it tests your ability to think in very, 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 very like crazy situations. So I love that feeling.
Right.
So I love that's why I love that game. It's always different.
Right.
So definitely love that game, man.
Sweet.
Yep.
So your mentor, you refer to him by name.
Oh yeah.
You just say mentor. How did y'all meet up?
Actually, I was at what was that? Oh man, I don't remember. It's like a waterfall, and he was setting up his gear, and we had to hike 45 minutes to get to this waterfall.
Okay.
And then I met him there. I forgot the place. It's just a brain fart,
How long
I lost a
ago
lot
was
of brain
this?
cells, I guess. About a year, 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. But you said that you traveled with him, huh?
Yeah, he would ask me, "Hey, dude, you want to go to Oklahoma? We got to go check out this new cliff that I found." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, you want to take pictures?" I'd be like, "Yeah," and then he would be like, "All right, the camper will be ready at like 5 a.m. Just go."
So he'll do the camper? That's
yeah, he
legit?
has a camper. Yeah, and he drives a Corvette that's convertible too. So, whenever we just need a quick photo shoot, we just take the Corvette, take out the roof, and just go.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I think it's not a convert; it's a T-top.
Right.
That's awesome. It's like way better than.
Is that who you went to with? Did y'all ever go to Kansas?
Oh yeah,
it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
2
it was.
weeks ago,
Yeah,
something?
actually, that one got canceled because what happened? Oh yeah, his other photographer friend couldn't make it, so he was just like, you know what, Chris, let's just go next time. I'm like, okay, I don't really care.
Well, since we're in the photography talk, what do you like to take pictures? Like, what's your shtick in the photography world?
Gosh, I just love people. I love portraits. I just want to see people. I want to see like that the artistic side of them. You know, what I mean, that's when I want to bring it. Like when you're in the photo shoot, I want you to be artistic. I want you to be you. You know, you're the artist too. You know, you're here to make art. You're here to make content. Come on, you got this. You know, like that's why I love photography too. You know, but I do portraits, definitely, and also car photography. I'm starting to do that also, but I started doing portraits. First, and I did it for a while before I started doing car photography. I just got into cars, which is awesome. I love cars now, and it sucks, it's an expensive hobby, but definitely my Acura is definitely looking good right now. So
What you driving? Tell the peeps what you driving.
I'm just driving an Acura TSX, and it's a 07, but the cool part about it is it's 6-speed manual. I found it in Pittsburgh. Drove it all the way from Pittsburgh to Colorado.
That's crazy.
So it was a
How many
crazy
hours
trip.
is that?
So, I stayed in West Virginia for
That's
why I registered it there for a couple months, and then it was a 20-hour drive. Yeah, but I stopped at St. Louis, chilled,
Little St. Louis.
and then I smoked, a blunt. Because what's crazy? I asked the lady at the hotel, I was like, "Hey, can I smoke this on the side of the hotel?" She's like, "Yeah, it's gonna get legalized tomorrow, anyways." I was like, "What? It's gonna get legalized tomorrow?" He was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Okay," and just smoking. I got some. Actually, I went to Panda, to get some food. So
You gotta get that Panda Express.
I was craving rice. Okay, I was eating so much American food. I was in West Virginia.
Yeah.
So I miss the rice and the Asian food. So I was like, Panda Express is close enough.
That's as
Let's
good.
go.
That's as good as it gets in West Virginia.
So it was cool. It was definitely like a trip that I would do again. That's why I want to build this car to be my road trip car. Because I want to just drive.
Yeah, you
everywhere.
said you wanted to put like some bike